because tell the story about the Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Tomatoes and tomatoes.
Okay, now they can hear me.
Loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it.
We were never on.
Oh. So, welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club with your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool because
smart
is
the new
gangster baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
No. So we're talking about Cinco de Mayo. You said you had a long
so
Cinco de Mayo.
we celebrated birthdays yesterday.
Okay.
Some of my favorite tourists are not favorite tourists. Birthdays was yesterday. And so so we went out to the beach, had a beach day.
Okay.
We did jet skis for like 2 hours. So we were out on the side of the Skyway. You ever know when you ride and you see the people on the side? My new favorite beach. So we're out there. And I
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like the best kept secret. Best kept secret.
No, you just ain't tell you.
Oh, I've been going. So
right. You already knew the secret. The secret been up.
I already knew.
It's been up for you.
Y'all know I'm a beach girl. Like so
you gonna find it.
The resident mermaid.
So we went. So the plan was to make it to the pier.
Okay.
Nah, that's a long way.
Oh, we made it.
Oh,
that's why I broke down.
On jet skis?
That's why I ran out of gas.
So y'all went from Skyway to the pier?
Yes.
That's why I ran out of gas.
No. It didn't run out of gas. So it broke our first trip on our way there, right? It just.
I don't know what y'all.
And I'm a risk taker. I don't mind adventure, but keep going.
So so it broke. So the guy had to come pull in the jet ski, right? And we had to get the jet ski towed because we had 4 jet skis, right? We got one. So then we played around for a little while he fixed that jet ski with the kids, like boop, 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 boop. So once he got that,
it's a good way to get a discount.
Well, I had already talked him to like 50% down.
Okay.
So
now you gotta come out there and get the jet ski.
So you already got him down to 50%, and then
I mean,
so
listen,
we're going for free now at this point. Like
we really should have it, but so then we ride. So when we get all 4 jet skis back, now it's like, all right, mission ready.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
So off we go to the pier.
Right.
Boom. The water's smooth, but if you jet ski, you can always go as fast. Like the choppier the water is, the faster you go, you start to jump.
Yeah. You
right.
Come up out
yeah. You really do. But we made it to the pier. Get to the pier. One of the jet skis have completely flipped over.
Was somebody on it?
Not anymore. Not at this point.
Okay,
but they were
on it
till it flipped. So.
Right.
They got there before me, so I'm like, yo, we gotta flip this jet ski over so that the engine don't flood or whatever. They're trying to get it to the shore because we're so deep in the water they can't
get under it and
to flip, like they can't stand and all of this stuff.
Somebody ain't never going jet skiing again.
No, everybody's still going jet skiing. Everybody. So then we end up getting on top of the jet ski. Well, I didn't, and they end up flipping the jet ski over.
Okay.
So then now we're on our way back. The jet ski is full of water, so it's still kind of lopsided. And so now we got to figure out how to get back on because it keep on falling, like you slipping off of it.
So after it turned over,
because it's water in there, so it's no longer level.
Okay.
So now we're on there. So we get it. Now the jet ski only going about 5 miles per hour.
It ain't jetting. It's just
and we're all the way at the pier.
That's why
this is why. So this is the misfits always doing something we ain't got no darn business, right? We don't push the way, but then it started back working. Because after the water kind of goes out, not
cycle through.
Yeah. Now we ready, but then we get caught in a sand dune.
Oh my
God!
Right,
y'all had that day.
So now we got to get off the jet ski, push it off the sand dune, so we can keep on. But amazing time.
Okay.
Amazing time.
At the end of it all,
it was amazing time, and we still made it back like 10 minutes after our time.
And everybody was able to maintain the spirit and the energy, because that'll turn your day sour.
So first of all,
that'll make you be like, man, yeah, I told y'all that'll start a whole
because everybody wanted to be on the jet skis anyways, and so we're in the ocean. So I mean, if you fall off, you're supposed to get wet while you're in the ocean anyway.
But I mean, like flipping over and having to get a tow, that kind of mess up the whole.
Well,
I didn't sign up, but thank you. That's the word.
But see, the tow wasn't that bad because we were all together. So we just end up hopping on each other, like we double up. We were singled at this point, but the jet skis are big enough that you can double up. You know, so we just we still rolled out. We did what we did. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, that
Cinco de Mayo for you, Mr. Edmund. You doing anything?
Oh no, I hung out a couple meetings, lakeside chat. I just
was working.
Yeah, I stuck to the script.
Yeah, you was working. Yeah, we had some great chats yesterday too, man. Shout out to
amazing work,
Sergeant Antoine Watkins from the Pinellas County Sheriff Department.
Yes, and I want to say this, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it was my thought. It was ironic because we had our meeting at the same spot we did the chats.
Right.
At the lake. Big shouts out to Child's Park Lake. And we had conversations about the repairs and the things that need to be done. And we also was talking about the youth. And we was talking about the youth with the sergeant. And he was talking him as a youth and you know the work he do around the youth.
Right.
And as we're looking to solve the youth issues that we have in Child's Park, I was just thinking, I'm like, dang, ain't this ironic? I just left talking about this,
putting this all in the atmosphere,
and now we come back,
and
now this is the subject of what I come back to talk. So it's some work that need to be done.
Absolutely, man. He might be a great asset.
Yes, and I'm glad. That's why I said that, because I'm glad that we do have the resources here in the city. We just got to tap into them. We got to be intentional about tapping into them. And speaking of tapping into the resources, we did a housing counseling services meeting. It was amazing.
This is like number 2, 3.
Yep, about 3.
About 3 or 4.
So the sauces,
So if y'all don't know, if you are a homeowner, there's been home counseling services at Neighborhood Home Solutions. We're gonna plan to do another one this week. If you want to take part in it, you can. If you are a homeowner, you can qualify for a free $50 gift card. So if you're interested, give me a call at 727-320-6264. That's 727-320-6264. And the home services teaches us everything we didn't learn in school about home ownership, about taking care of your home, about tapping into your equity, maybe leaving a trust fund, teaching you the things that they didn't teach us. And we just assume we know because I'm a homeowner. I don't own my house 15 years, 20 years or whatever, or you just bought your home. But the reality is there's a lot of information that no one gave us. And this class is usually a 2-hour class. Give you a free $50 gift card for your attendance. So come on, check us out.
Speaking of free for your attendance, man, Saturday at 3:00 at Child's Park, we're gonna do the food again. So we got Amina's catering and event design. She's really loading up to do another 100. Last time we said we was gonna do 100, we did 200 plus. Meals. Free to the community. All you gotta do is just come out, fellowship, man,
and just really vibe and meet people in the community.
Yep, that's exactly right. So it'll be this Saturday, May 11th. That's actually Minister Farrakhan's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate his birthday
May 11th
at Child's Park by giving out some free food. Man,
I want to thank
91 years old, man.
I want to thank Sister Ernestine and Amina's Catering for always supporting Child's Park and us in the community. Not just Child's Park. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I can't wait.
Did anybody go to the Chalk Festival?
Yes, man. Come on,
the Chalk Walk.
I got chalk all over my hands right now. Big shouts out to Debbie Garrett on the Chalk Festival. Was a huge success. Amazing artist, amazing art. Our community needs events like this. You know, free entry for the family. Come learn, meet artists. These are the reputable, known artists that
I knew you was gonna do that. Good job.
No, that's not a good job.
Look, it worked.
As long as we don't get no feedback, I ain't gonna say nothing. The Chalk Festival, huge success.
He don't even have on his headset to even worry about any of it.
That's why.
That's not why.
Stuff like that.
That was a good one though. That's not why Mr. Edmond.
Mr. Edmond is so good at that.
He is amazing at that. That's why, because I knew you was gonna put that mic like that, and it might be feedback. Said no, that wasn't why. But okay.
First time I sit over here in years, and this is why you don't wear your headset. Don't never wear it, but this is why you don't.
This day was coming.
You know it was coming. That's why he didn't do it. But the Chalk Festival, you're right, man. It was. I saw the videos. I seen some images from it, and it looked like it was an amazing event.
Yes.
Great time being involved.
Yes.
Today's May 6th. May 6th is No Diet Day. No Diet Day is celebrated annually on May 6th, and it aims to promote body acceptance and healthy lifestyle choices. It encourages individuals to reject diet culture and embrace body diversity. On this day, people participate in various activities such as body positive events, social media campaigns, and educational workshops to raise awareness about the harmful effects of dieting and promote self-love and acceptance. What you think about No Diet Day? I'll tell you what I think since y'all
No, I'm looking. I have, but like, listen, I don't really like diets anyway.
Okay.
It just kind of play with your psyche when you say the diet.
Yeah.
I like to do like lifestyle changes or like to try different things, because I don't like when you say diet and then you don't do it, you feel like you failed at something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you restrict yourself from something, you find yourself eventually craving it because it wasn't a healthy way to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about.
No, I appreciate that.
So I don't do the diet stuff too, but your diet is important.
Yeah.
What you eat is important.
It is.
In that sense of the word diet. Because you're right, when you deprive yourself of stuff, sometimes you come back and want it even more.
Yeah.
And
when that 21 or that 10 day or whatever that time is, you just go over the deep.
And a lot of times those cravings, what I learned was those be parasites pissing, and that's what makes
defecating.
And that's what make you want to eat it. It's odd, ain't it?
It is.
It's the parasites, and when you don't feed the parasites,
Jam, you go along with that? Okay.
Listen, I'm telling you, I done did some reading on this stuff.
Yeah.
The parasites that form because of this bad diet, they are the ones that are craving it, not you. And when they urinate and defecate, that what gives you the urge.
Wow.
Look it up.
So how you kill the parasites? The papaya
seeds.
seeds.
And fasting.
Papaya seeds.
Intermediate fasting, detoxing. And all that.
And that's why you sometimes get headaches and all this other stuff because they're dying off. And so when you think, like, you have to go through.
Wow. I didn't think about that. I get headaches when I don't eat.
Like, I mean, you might get headaches because of something else at that point.
I'm starving.
But when you're restricting yourself from something.
It's the parasites.
Everything. That's why I get the
headache. Oh, wow, it's the parasites.
Right? You got a parasitic headache. Right? What's wrong with you, man? I just been dealing with these parasites, boy. These parasites got me today, boy.
Oh my God.
Having a rough day with these parasites.
God, that is hilarious.
You need some stubborn little something there. No, but you know when you're but you know, all jokes aside, you know, like when you're fasting and stuff, and like the first couple of you're okay, and then you go to a point where like it's unbearable and your head started hurting, you feeling weak. That's them kind of dying off, and so you have to go through that process of it.
Wow.
You know, so just FYI.
Suffer through. Yeah. So that then to that point, my thoughts on it is really changing it from diet to live it. That's kind of what we've been saying with the home team. Because it is a lifestyle change, it's something that you want to do consistently over time, because to get on a diet requires a whole lot of changes that you got to make. And so it's like, you know what, I'm just going to live it. Yeah, I'm living it. Nurses Day is also celebrated on May 6th. So
nurses, big shout out to all the nurses, the NPRs, the SPNs, and the CNAs.
Yep.
Yeah, I see. Y'all know what the NPR is.
National Public Radio.
Yeah.
I think you was going with LPN. Is that what you was
going? I was gonna say he was going with the nurse practitioner, but I mean,
nurse, yeah, there you go. I don't know what the R.
Oh no, but he just added some extra.
Okay.
And he probably meant nurse practitioner, but because you called the extra letter, he was gonna go with whatever you said.
No, I listen to NPR a lot. I do. I'm NPR's radio listener. But thanks, nurses.
Yes,
thank y'all so much. Y'all appreciate it, not just during pandemics or when they say you essential to us daily. And people don't know the African origins of nursing.
Come on, man.
Right? That's why we in that business like it is. It's in our DNA, it's coded.
That's right.
And we are, our people, our women especially, has been the backbone of like nursing and like this country. That's who nursed these people back to health when they got shot up. They used to have, black women who just sucking on the nipples.
Yeah.
That was a black titty.
Yeah, that was nursing too.
That was
absolutely
mothering. That's nursing. That was mothering people.
Had the black lady sucking on the black nipple. What other nipple she gonna have?
I'm black.
But on this day, hospitals, healthcare organizations, and communities recognize nurses' hard work and sacrifice through various events, including award ceremonies, appreciation luncheons, and thank you notes. It's time to express our gratitude for the invaluable role of nurses and the role that they play in providing quality healthcare. In the last couple of minutes, the last thing for this day is National Meeting Planners Day. National Meeting Planners Day recognizes professionals behind the scenes who meticulously plan and coordinate events, conferences, and meetings.
Oh man, I might be an event. What that is?
A meeting planner. I'm thinking of Mitchum Services. That's what was coming up for me.
Okay, Mitchum, she do that too though.
Meeting planners work tirelessly to ensure that gatherings.
She does. She managed the event, so she don't like to set them up.
Watch this. You ready?
Go ahead.
Meeting planners work tirelessly to ensure the gatherings run smoothly, from booking venues to organizing logistics and managing budgets.
I mean, we play. I think
she doesn't want to. We do because she don't like to call herself
role.
an event planner, and that's the only reason why I'm going. Because like when we're
get in that.
I do right. No, so she'll assist you with like getting your venue if you need to. But once it sets up, she's gonna make sure But she's still a wedding planner, but not an event planner. But I'm not gonna call her that.
Yeah, that's in her suite of services.
It is in her suite of services. It is.
And
Mitchum, you better call in.
Organizations and colleagues acknowledge their efforts and contributions through appreciation events, recognition programs, and social media shout-outs. It's an opportunity to celebrate the vital role meeting planners play in bringing people together and facilitating meaningful connections.
All right, come back in 7 minutes. We'll be back.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. We'll be back.
Two travel writers from Britain and Nigeria who are trying to convey the magic of far-flung travel. You'll hear about...
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edman. I go by Mr. Edman. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, YourBrotherJohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Kiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college
in Orlando?
Talk to us, Soprano.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies. To returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host, and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to Charles Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
absolutely,
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Kiana, we invited Kiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices. My
voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? Because you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying?
We just understand power, and in terms of people's attention, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity. It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps
inspiring people to see what's possible, and trying to be an example. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
To returning citizens, we were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes. Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. No. And we want to give a shout out to Aura Production Company, man. Jam behind the cam, making sure things go right for us. And so if you need podcast production, creative consultation, media production, or event coverage, make sure that y'all get at Jamie. She's our chief producer and CEO. You can email at jamthetech@gmail.com. Find her on Facebook, Aura Production Company, y'all. But she do her thing for real. Appreciate y'all. So before the break, we talked about a lot of things. Our Cinco de Mayo, Kiana's 3-hour tour.
3-hour tour
on jet skis. We talked about Nurses Day, No Diet Day, and National Meeting Planners Day.
So now what we talking about?
So did you ever watch Friends?
Yes.
You watch Friends?
Nah.
I didn't watch Friends. But the last episode of Friends aired on May 6, 2024 as well. And there have been comparisons between Friends and Living Single. Both shows are beloved sitcoms from the 90s that revolve around the lives of friendships of groups of young adults living in the city. Living Single premiered in 1993, predating Friends by about a year, and it was mostly Black cast. And when you look at some of the storylines, you'll see on Friends, they copied almost to a person or to a plot.
To a T.
Living Single. And so, I just wanted to let y'all know that today was the last episode of Friends, but I never watched one at all.
I have.
You have?
I have.
You was like did you like, was you checking for Friends?
No, I wasn't checking for Friends.
But if it was on
I watch it.
You'll watch it.
If it came across the screen or something like that.
Okay. And you also got these protests, USF, man.
No, not just USF, America.
Okay.
These protests are going on. They arrested like 2,000 people.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, the ones I saw, I was checking out this USF and other campuses in Florida, but you're right.
It's all over America.
It's nationwide. Student activists are calling on universities to divest from defense companies and weapons manufacturers, allegedly supporting Israel's military. That divestment movement, students and activists are demanding that universities cut financial ties with companies supporting Israel's military. The USF student government passed a resolution urging divestment from 5 companies. And so it's not just like this broad divestment. They have 5 specific companies that they're targeting, and they're saying that they want USF to pull their money out of. Students also embarked upon a hunger strike to pressure the board of trustees. Governor Ron DeSantis opposes divestment from Israel, but has used divestment strategies against other nations like Iran and China. Protesters demands they want them to disclose their investments and divest from those companies. And they're also demanding involvement in future investment strategies. So the students want to be involved in determining how the university actually invests and how they spend their money. The universities claim that their investment strategies are guided by mission and fiduciary responsibilities, citing state and federal laws that prohibit actions based on social or political issues. So they're saying that they can't bow to the pressure of a political agenda to determine how they invest their money. And so, it's going down on these campuses.
I think, like this is like life happening over again. This reminds me so much of the 2020 George Floyd protesters and marches. And they were talking about defund the police and divest from this and that. And so here we is. It seemed like every year, I don't know. And now it's a different group, really about the same issues, but like a different core group of activists or
what are your thoughts on them
protesters.
saying that these protesters are not from here?
I mean, that's what it's usually always said. I mean, they always say they're outside agitators. Like, this is the script since 1950s.
Yeah.
Go back to Martin Luther King walking down Selma. They told Selma, hey, you got this outside agitator, this troublemaker, Martin Luther King coming, and tell all your churches not to go with him. Tell your pastors not to march with them. Don't hold hands with them.
Right.
And use the same
So
language.
let me say this. They lie.
They use the same language.
They lie.
It's outside agitators. And you know
they do whatever. They don't switch the script, because even when we were here, getting petition signed for the casino gaming, right? And we're trying to expand, not just with the Hard Rock. That was their speech when they came out, when people were signing the petition. They're not even from here. Check their IDs. I literally lived in Florida all my life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's kind of
that
the
was,
counter
yes.
narrative is like,
right, because people feel some type of way.
They use it to invalidate movement.
Right. We talked about that. Like, how long do you have to be here from St. Pete to be a St. Petian, or whether you know what I mean,
or to make an impact. Like, okay, I can't serve the community. I got a 3-year probation period before I can get out and help in the community that I live in.
And sometimes it's longer. No, it just all depends.
Like, I want to do some volunteer work, but I'm still not.
Sometimes it's longer.
Look, but I'm still not from here yet.
Right.
No, you're not.
Tripping, man.
You're right. So you look at little things like that. So I mean, they always switch the narrative. First, they try to say that, like, you don't love the country. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't love it, they even told us, like, even when we were fighting as blacks and saying that, go back to Africa, you know, they tried to,
you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That ain't an option right now.
Right.
So you know what I mean? That we want it to be better at the place that we live at, that we pay taxes at.
That's right.
Right. We contribute in so much in this society. Don't tell me to go back where. Give me back all my money.
Right.
I think what the colleges are saying is that your students, your children, stay in a child's place. And that's going to get to what we're talking about next.
Yeah.
But the reality is, these students are paying your salary.
That's right.
And if you guys don't want to divest in, whatever they asking y'all to divest in, it's up to them not to come to y'all school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about, they can't graduate. Well, you ain't going to get your tuition. Tuition ain't paid up front.
It is.
No, it ain't.
Every semester.
And thank you. So next semester you won't get no check.
But they done already got. But no. But if they're gonna
get it next year. You can't.
But if you're graduating, you done got it for the 4 years, and now so this is what I'm saying. Before you say that, like, if I'm about to graduate, that means that I've already paid them 4 years.
Yeah, because what happens is you basically taking out a mortgage for your education. So you. At that school, the school done got paid.
Yeah.
Now you in this company.
The school ain't got paid. They got paid for a semester.
Okay.
Right. So let's say, like you say, I done been 4 years and I done paid 4 semesters.
Okay.
And now I got this last semester to pay to graduate.
Okay.
You already paid.
But the reality is, if I just say, okay, you know what, I graduate somewhere else. I'm not spending my money with somebody who's buying bombs to kill my people.
But listen,
that's business to stand on.
Yeah, but if you're not,
and that's why they got laws already.
No, I'm gonna say this. So I get where you're coming from, but you're wrong when you look at it. If this is your senior year, you're graduating, you pay at the top of that semester. You graduate at the end of the year, so that tuition is already paid for.
Not for the semester.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's 4 semesters, 3 semesters.
I'm saying so it's 4 years. No, but if you're graduating, that means you have completed it all, Jabbar. You have to wait till your freshman year. You can say, hey, I'm pulling myself out. But your senior year, when you're about to graduate, all your stuff, the colleges done got their money.
People leave on their senior year and graduate somewhere else
at the beginning of the year.
I mean,
I'm talking about, like, I'm putting it in context.
At any point before you get your final check, you can't charge me if I didn't attend. It's just that's how financial aid works. Financial aid doesn't come in and pay your 4 years. I've been on financial aid. You get checks in spurts. Bam, 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 bam. And guess what? They need that check. They're playing poker right now with them children because they ain't saying we need y'all money, but know what? They need that money.
Yeah,
they do. But I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm disagreeing how you're saying it.
Okay.
So this is what Niecy said. She said, "Yes, Kiana, give back what I invested since I'm not welcome when it's convenient for you or my views are offensive to you." Thank you for that, Niecy. Grand Rising. I see Jab is watching. Thank you, King Jab. Michelle Coleman, thank you for tuning in. Comedian Damian Davis is also watching. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in and hanging out with us. So we would, like you said, it's kind of a segue into this next topic about explaining things to children. You want to frame that conversation for us, Mr. Edmond?
So with the youth, right? Do you have to explain? Do they deserve an explanation for what's going on with their life? Or do they need to stay in a child's place?
I think it's both.
Both and?
Both.
I think it's I think the more you explain to them, the more they know the why they have reasons and they understand.
But do they deserve it?
But then I think so. But then there are times where an explanation is not warranted. Like I don't have to explain. Like if I say, come on, man, get in the car, let's go. Like Kiana's example, let's go. It's time to go. You got to get in the car. Like I don't have to. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Well, why do I got to get in the car? Why do I got
It's time to go. Like I said, let's go.
That may be a we don't have to explain moment. But depending on what's happening around you, I think it's all circumstantial though. Really, I think that the more you explain, the more you inform them, the more information they have, the better decisions that they can make. But in some cases, like it's because I said so.
Okay.
I'm totally with him on this.
So my thought is that as we're raising our children, we got to understand that these are adults. These are young adults.
They're not.
These are young adults these are young beings that we're forming to be adults. We're not raising children
to be children. Yeah.
No, you're raising them to be adults. The goal is the finish line. Yeah. And explaining some stuff to them helps them grow and understand what's going on. And I agree. If I say go, let's go. I don't need no explanation.
Yeah.
Get your butt in the car. Let's go. And that's something you might have to explain to them. Listen, when I say it's time to go, I don't need to explain to you that it's time to go. Yeah. You need to get up and go. Yeah. And then we'll talk about whatever.
That will be the explanation. Because there may be an emergency situation, there may be some things happening.
And I ain't got time to tell you, but that's something I have to explain to you. And then not to stand there like, why you ain't doing this? Because you ain't never told me about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so and I'm going to tell you what happens is this is why there's a thin line when you're looking at it, because if you start a pattern where you have to explain everything to them, then they feel like they can question you on every decision that you make. And unfortunately, I know that you're raising children to be adults, but a part of that is structure.
Right.
So can a parent be questioned?
At some point, yes. There's sometimes you can't question me.
Yeah, and what is that time?
But it's in there.
At what point do you become unquestionable?
When your life is in danger. When your life, but see, look, now we dead because now you want to ask. No. Now we're dead because. Right now we're dead. Now we're dead because you feel like you're entitled to question me. Oh, why you got to do your homework? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Right. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want you want to protest about homework, and that's what you get.
I would explain homework,
but I'm just saying. But you want to.
I would explain.
But you want to protest about everything, and you see. I'm just using that as an example. When you look at it, like you have a group of kids that feel like your house is their house, which it is to a degree, but they don't pay no bills. And eventually, if you're raising young children to be adults, then they need to know that they don't get that comfortability in your house so that they can want to move out and have their own house. But what happened is we make them so comfortable and make them feel like they have equal rights in your house that you pay all the bills for. Now you can't ever get them out. Now they have people disrespect coming in out your house. But not
in my house.
No. This is what I'm hearing.
I'm just saying
it's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship. It's a dictatorship. It's an authoritarian government. Like like what I say is it. Like there's no, like we're not taking a vote on these things. There's, you know, so I don't have to have an informed electorate.
So okay, boom, and I'm glad we got there because that's what I want to talk about is that, like, are we teaching our children to be subservient? Because now you're under my thumb, right? You get out my house. Who else thumb are you gonna go crawl under? Because you know that's your place. That's the place you grew up in. That's the place I had you in. That's the place you living in. So now that's why we do have such a community that's so under. Why they keep crawling under somebody's thumb? Because
they haven't had the freedom to question.
That's how they was raised.
I'm gonna cross. Like, I'm gonna not agree with you on that. We got a society that question everything. Yes, we do. Okay. We got a society that questions everything. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Do you see
raid the Capitol and go in saying, "No, we don't like your decision."
Those are the ones
you got.
We don't like how
first
y'all
of all, like
we don't like the decision y'all made.
Where are you living? Where these kids or these people are not questioning every step that goes on? We have a group of people.
We are corralled like cows.
No,
I don't think
people really thinking about stuff.
Because when you do, they look at you funny. When you question and you step up and you really get in the pain and do that job, people look at you funny, call you names, say you irate, say you don't know what you're doing. They say everything against you, but all you're doing is raise question. All you're doing is point out a fact.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And know what? Because they were raised like that.
To not
and now they're bringing how they were raised into your work, into your community.
Because what happens when you become the adult, you don't want nobody asking you
no question. Don't question me nothing.
You couldn't question nobody, so now you don't want nobody questioning you.
Stay in your place. That's how I was raised. No, wait, hold on, partner.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't raised like that, and I can say something.
Yeah.
And I can ask you why you doing that. I can say, hey man, that don't look right to me.
Yeah.
I did the math. That math ain't mathing. Who is you to tell me that math ain't mathing? Yeah, break out your calculator.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And that's what people can't stand. Know why? Because as a child,
okay,
they were told not to question their people. They was told not to do this. You stay in the child's place. When I say come, bring your butt on and don't say nothing. When you get in here, don't touch nothing. When you get in there, sit down and don't say nothing.
And so that part was bad.
No, but you got
no. Because no.
I don't think it's good or bad. I think it's just a part of a reality.
I think it's a part of a life. But this is what I'm trying. So it is there's a time and place for everything. Exactly. And you want me to tell you, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of it. You can't look at that because when you go in some places, people don't have respect for other people's stuff.
Yeah.
And they need to, and you need to been taught that as a child. Yeah. So that when you go in people's stuff, you respect it. When you let your children run wild and make their own rules, then that's what happens. They disrupt and then listen, you don't have structure at your home, then they don't have structure at school. And then that same child that is smart as get out, but because you didn't give them no structure, now they kicked out of school. They are labeled as dumb and mishandled and all of this other stuff because you as a parent decided that you wanted to be so liberal that they could be over here and tell you right from wrong. And no, and I keep on telling you, as if the kids can make all the decisions themselves, God wouldn't have gave them parents to help raise them and guide them. You need structure.
But hold on, let me put it all together because that relationship, that relationship between child and parent is not a one-way relationship. It don't just mean you talk down and give it orders down. That child can teach you something. And that's what us as parents.
Where did you ever hear me say that wasn't? But what I'm saying is,
and just because you are letting your child, live and let your child do this and do that, don't mean that they don't have structure. That doesn't mean that just because, I actually want you to question what's going on. Yeah. I actually want you to walk in the room and ask why we doing this. Yes, okay. I don't want you to sit in that chair and then let that lady say whatever she want to say, and then you don't say what's going on. Yeah, and that's how we're raising our children.
I hear that.
We can't do that.
I hear that.
It's a happy medium. You gotta find it. But sometimes you don't need to be questioned. And again,
I agree.
And you sitting up here like fighting for the question. It's not always a question. And again, when you're raising, the more you grow and the older you get, there's sometimes when you may have an opinion, but your opinion is not warranted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't have an opinion in everything, and this is just life.
But
period.
that's saying
that's
saying that can be taught.
And I'm gonna say it because like I said, it's nuanced and it's robust, and it's not a one size fits all. It's not a silver bullet application. But the way you just articulated it, Mr. Edmond, it is making me think, because I was one that would question like my teachers, and I did get in trouble for like asking questions that nobody else would ask, or questions that everybody had, but they wouldn't ask, and I just ask it. And now I'm like, now I'm gotta explain to my mom and them. They think I'm being bad or being a class clown, and sometimes I was. But I'm asking questions that need to be asked, and it's like you challenging. And I remember specifically, like in my 12th grade economics class, it was a lot of theory, and so if you're a critical thinker, it's like certain stuff you're going to be asking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that don't really make sense to me. And I remember holding up our class, the orange one right here, boom, and then the other one at the bottom, boom.
Caller, introduce yourself.
Man, it's King Jab.
King Jab, what's good?
Voice of the people.
Jabbar, you actually explaining how I was raised, and it wasn't the fact that I was questioning the authority. I was allowed to ask my questions. So that's why I stand in the space that I stand in now, where, just like you said, I go in the room like, hold on, why are we doing this? What's the purpose of this? No, this ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was allowed to ask my questions. It wasn't that I was questioning adults, but as a young, intelligent young person, I had a lot of questions about why we doing this.
Yeah.
See?
And my mom allowed me to ask those questions. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's all, man. I appreciate the dialogue, y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate that contribution, man.
But
that was,
and I see why me and Jab get along, because I was raised the same way. I was
raised like that too.
I wasn't questioning I made superior respect for my mom and my dad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And we had structure, but I
let me say what's up.
And I think, to your point, I knew when to question and when not to. That's a part of it. Like I knew this is an opportunity where I can question, and this is an opportunity where I can.
But you also
need to stay in my place. I need to go ahead. Like, okay,
because you also it was times when grown folks are talking, you go in the other room. You didn't question that, right? There's also times when we go into people's house, follow me, sit down, shut up, like missing it, and you did that. So we're saying the same thing because I think it is because, but you got to really have a healthy balance of it. You got to have the structure where they know that, unfortunately, I hate to say it, this is a dictatorship as a parent.
I don't hate to say it. It is what it is. It's not a democracy.
It is.
Like, you are the authority. You are the one who set the rules. You set the standards. You can have agreements and conversations about, like you can co-create if you want to.
Every dictatorship, it come a revolution. And you just
not everyone.
You
have dictatorships.
What are you raising? Like, what are you talking? Like, is your house that bad that everybody's like, I want out? Like you but you're saying like it's a revolution. Like, what is so bad about having but what is so if you don't give them structure?
It's a reality. We ain't talking about it. So let's agree that structure is there.
Yeah.
So now you don't got structure another time.
Okay.
We all agree on structure.
But
structure. What we saying is you have to let people be inquisitive. You have to let people ask questions.
I think
that helps brain growth. That helps you learn your direction. We got a lot of people that's misdirected because they couldn't ask them questions.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the direction they needed because it was mandated in their home, in their dictatorship, that you just shut up and you do what I say.
Yeah, you do as I do, not as do as I say, not as I
do.
And they'll bring something to you that you might need to listen to them. And see, we never talk about that. See what I'm saying? We never talk about that child who brings things to the table.
I think we actually have
talked. Sure, who pay bills?
No.
But I'm talking about a child that can help change the reality of your family
with ideas, and
actions.
And thoughts.
I think we've had that conversation here in the Tampa Bay. We've had that conversation here at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you can't learn from your children.
Sure.
Right?
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that they can't be creative things because I've learned so much, and I've said this from my children.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Most definitely.
And so there is, but I'm going to tell you what happened is we giving them great tools that they're able to do that in a respectful manner as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I agree that I think it's circumstantial. I think it's time and place. I think, and that has to be taught. But I believe in explaining things to children as much as possible so that they have an understanding of the motivation, the reason, the why, and it helps like foster with that critical thinking. And these are some of these cultural norms that we grew up with, where we go from one extreme to the other. We think that, you know, if a child is questioning an adult, they're being disrespectful. Like, that's what I'm saying. We got to come from that to like, where's the happy medium?
Right.
Because we go from, okay, well, don't question me to not question everything. There's a spot in the middle where it's like, and okay, there's some things that you don't question and there's some things that you do. And knowing when those times and places are is the skill that has to be developed.
And that's where I'm at, in the middle. I'm not on the extreme where you can't question me at all, and I'm not on the thing that you need to question me about everything.
I'm closer to the question everything. Because I am.
We had a sliding scale.
I'm closer because I'm a question everything person.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't want to not.
What would make a parent not want to be questioned by their child?
A lot of things. It is frustrating. I get frustrated. I ask so many questions. It gets frustrating, but the reality is, you know what? That's healthy.
Yeah,
and I know it's healthy. I know it because when I was taught, the only dumb question is the one you didn't ask.
That's what I was taught too.
Now we got to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? Now we got to deal with it.
So those could be mixed messages.
It is.
Because you're saying the only dumb question is the one you don't ask, but don't ask me nothing.
Yeah. And then one of the theories of philosophy is question everything, including authority.
Yeah.
Like I need you to question these people, because if we didn't question it, we'll still be in slavery.
Yeah.
If we ain't question it, women still wouldn't be voting.
Yeah.
We gotta question it, and then I think now we get to the point where we're not questioning it so much. And it just is what it is, and it just is what it is. And
I don't know if we're not questioning.
I just don't. Where are you living where people not questioning? This is the whole thing.
You think people not questioning?
Why? Where you at?
I think.
This is why we're questioning. No, this is why we just changed the whole felons that can vote, because we questioned it. Like there's a lot of questions.
Those steps.
No, it's a lot of
those steps. I mean, I ain't taking nothing away from them steps now.
I love watching Jam work. We got to call them.
Y'all know y'all entertaining me, what? But I'm gonna say sometimes because I said so, it's really because the parent don't know. And as parents, you need to educate yourself if you don't know. The kid go and ask a question and you don't want them to say nothing because you don't know the answer. Ooh. Just say you don't know and figure it out. A lot of times because I said so was just because the real truth of it was because I don't know. You ask questions that I should have asked a long time ago, or that I had in my head, but I ain't never asked it. I don't know. So I got to tell you because I said so, because I don't know.
Wow.
And it's okay to say you don't know, but
Thank you.
It's a difference between questioning for knowledge and questioning authority. You don't check your parents. You don't do that.
Right.
You don't do that. And I'm going with that.
I appreciate that, big brother. Thank you for
questioning
calling.
for knowledge or questioning to check your parents.
That's when
no.
That's that line of
but the intent is everything.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like with everything. So if you intending to check your parents, that's not right.
Yeah.
But when you on the slide that you can question me. So sometimes
if it's a general question and it's really a question and it's real, yes.
But
I
then
don't smother or oppress that.
But so can I say that?
I don't care how hard the question is. I don't care how disrespectful the question feels. But if it's healthy and it's coming from a good space, ask me that question. And I'm going to do my best to answer it. And if I can't, I'm going to say, hey, I don't know. Let's try to find the answer. Let's see if we can look it up. Let's see if we can, know what I'm saying, and make it something. But I ain't going to just be like,
so I'm going
to,
okay, here we go. No. I'm trying to. No, but so, okay, so here we go. Go ahead. Go. Introduce yourself. I got something for you.
You got to call her.
Caller, introduce yourself.
What's on your mind?
Caller, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Call back.
Call back because Kiana got something for me.
So first of all, listen, I like how you just said that, but I've been sitting next to you for a good little while.
Okay.
And you are the slicker all slick to make it
can of oil.
that you will go one place, and if somebody call you out and you realize if you catch it as you doing it, you will change the narrative so quick to fit the scenario. So you sitting up here telling me, oh, I don't know. Oh, you know what, son? You're not that person. Come on, like
I'm trying to see if I ever saw him in that mode. Well, that's a good question, son.
No, he's not. I don't know. Let me go find that up.
That's a great question, son. Let me think about that. Boy, if you get your ass.
Come on, like we're gonna be 100 on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Like that's what we're gonna do this morning.
We don't know him for real.
Right.
Practice response to theory. But trying. No, but it is a balance thing.
It don't. Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
Call. Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
We hear you. Introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's your boy, comedian Damian Davis. What's happening, Jack?
All right. Comedian Damian Davis, what's your thoughts on the topic, man?
You got 2 seconds because we're about to hang up on you.
Oh, hell no.
Can children question their parents?
Yeah, you got to these days because it's a whole different program just for having older kids and having younger kids. I raise my older kids. I cannot raise my young kids like that. Because they too darn soft. You gotta let them ask questions or whatever. They don't go outside. They don't everything. So you gotta be more sensitive to them because the social media is all messed up, man. For real. It ain't not like you raise the older kids. You know, you have more structure, more questions. These kids say you gotta tell them what to do, everything to do. Like when we used to wake up, we knew what to do, or we had repercussions. These kids they don't know what to do. You got to tell them every day to do the same thing, and it's crazy, man. But I guess it's the new wave, man. So it's different parenting. It's way different from back in the day to what it is now, man.
Thank you so much.
But I just want to call and chime in, man. Good subject this morning. Y'all give some great ideas. The best idea I give: leave the belt out. Let them know the belt still run the household.
There you go. See, the authoritarian.
You're right.
I appreciate you. Thanks for calling, big brother. Comedian Damian Davis, y'all.
Yeah. But he's right about that. We talk about this. The society is extra sensitive.
And I think it's interesting that perspective that he gave, when you have older children and then younger children. So it's like my children and my grandchildren. There is a difference in the way you engage in these in generational.
But grandparents parent different to their grandchildren.
But even the difference between, like, I got older kids and I got younger children. I got adults and elementary school.
Okay,
and it's a difference.
Yeah,
it's a difference. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's
no, I hear that.
And it may be a part of me learning as I went.
You too, boy. That's
you get
tough.
What I'm saying? It may have been learning. You get what I'm saying? As I grew and got older.
Right.
So, and it may be society changing, and it's definitely society changed.
Real talk, man.
But all the changes are not good.
Not all good, not all bad either.
No, not all bad.
You got to pick your part in the struggle. So
pick your part.
Yeah. All right. So a new study recently found out how much money people living in large cities in the U.S. need to make to live comfortably. Smart Asset used a 50-30-20 budget, which recommends that 50% of your salary goes towards your needs, such as housing, groceries, and transportation, 30% towards wants like entertainment and hobbies, and then 20% goes towards paying off debt, saving, and investing. The study said that it applied the local cost of necessities and taxes to the budget to find the pre-tax salary needed to live comfortably in 99 cities. Y'all want to know what it takes to live here?
A single person here needs $90,000.
$94,432 annually. That's $45.40 an hour.
And that's a single person.
Yeah. Just you by yourself to live comfortably.
To live comfortably.
You need $45 an hour.
30 years. Oh man.
And just think, if you're not, and most people not even making anywhere near 94,000, right?
Yeah. And for those who may not be thinking in terms of annual salaries, we think hourly. That's $45 an hour is what it's saying you need.
And people making 15 and 20.
Yeah. The current
25, you think
and you got a whole family.
And you still 15. No, you with a family, it's probably 250, 220.
No, I'm just saying people are living the $15 right now, $20
and we
an
saying
hour
15, but remember the minimum is 12.
Right. So
and people couch surfing.
Like, oh my God.
People couch surfing with $50,000 salaries.
Yeah.
They are.
For real.
Because they can't.
People living in their car with $50,000
salaries.
They bought a van and trying to park at the park.
I remember $1,000 a week was good money at one point. Like you was thinking, okay, man, if I make $1,000 a week, I'll be able to do something. $1,000 a week is $52,000 a year, and that's almost half of what you need in order to live comfortably.
So, and I'm finna say something so controversial.
The views expressed.
Yes, I was watching an interview, guy in Dubai, and he was talking about Dubai and how they live in Dubai.
Okay.
Compared to America and other places. And, without going through the whole interview, the main thing he said is, this is a demonstration of leadership.
Okay.
When you look at Dubai, you look at our schools, you look at our healthcare, you look at this is a direct reflection of our leaders.
Okay.
And so if you take that comment and bring it right back here to St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah.
This is a direct reflection of our leaders.
Yeah.
Right? This
the
wages,
conditions,
the conditions is a direct reflection. Whether we got enough to survive and live is a direct reflection. Not saying it's their responsibility,
right?
And it's just them,
right?
It's a reflection, like when you look in the mirror, your reflection. And know what? People don't like to look in the mirror and not look at it, because the reality is, the average salary for some black folks in this community is $24,000.
Yeah,
$25,000.
Yeah. It's low.
It's low. I'm talking about like 25,000. And then now you got two people living together. God forbid they got 3-4 people living there. They still at 100.
Yeah, you're right. Because even if you it takes 94 for a single person to live comfortably. Yeah. But if you got 2 people making 30, you still not comfortable, because that together that's 60. Yeah. And yeah, that's a lot, man. It's a lot.
That's
so
heavy.
Yeah. So that's what they're saying. While the hourly wage needed ranges from $43 to $48 in Florida, the minimum wage is currently $12 an hour. In November 2020, Florida voters approved incremental increases to the state's minimum wage. The minimum wage is scheduled to increase by $1 every September 30th until 2026, when it will be at $15 an hour. According to Forbes, the average salary in Florida is $55,000. Which is $26.91. So yeah, there you have it. That's the number. So the average salary is $26.91, but you need $45.40 in order to live comfortably.
The average salary is $26.91
in Florida. That's the state. Yeah, that's the state of Florida.
I agree to it. It's real in the field. People hurting.
Yeah, real deal. All right, Florida man. Y'all ready for a Florida man story?
Florida man.
Florida man story. Florida man was arrested after an argument between him and his sister escalated to the point where he started to hurl fried chicken at his sibling and spit in her home. They got his name here, but I don't want to mispronounce it. He was taken into custody on Monday by Clearwater police on a domestic battery. Jail records show after he allegedly launched a piece of chicken at his sister's back the previous afternoon. He lives with his sister at a Clearwater residence. Okay, so here go where the problem is. He lived with his sister at a Clearwater residence and claimed to have gotten into a verbal altercation with her. While they were exchanging words, he allegedly grabbed a bag of chicken from the victim and hurled the chicken at her.
Oh, that's the last I'll call the police. I'm gonna call the man. I'm gonna put the man on this turkey.
Call the police. I got something for you. You going to jail.
That's last people Popeyes too?
No, it was Churches.
Oh,
the chicken was from a place called Churches.
I hope it was fresh Churches, not the burnt Churches, because depending on when you go, you might get some good Churches, and then you might get some bad Churches.
She had fries or okra.
Oh man, wow! When asked what motivated him to start throwing chicken at her, he claimed he did it because he had eaten and did not want the piece of chicken that she offered him, and he got mad.
Oh,
so she's asked.
Yeah. She give him a drumstick and
I like wings.
Oh no,
I like
she
wings.
trying to give him the breast and he want a drum. What is this?
Like thighs. I like thighs. What are you doing?
Just imagine you arguing and turn around and get in the back of the head with a piece of fried chicken.
Then imagine the call. Hello, 911. 911.
My brother throwing chicken at me.
Let's make the call. Hello, 911. What's
My
your
brother throwing chicken at me.
What happened, man?
He knows.
And it's so ungrateful. You know you got to use.
We both like wings. I bought it, so it's my wing.
Oh my God! But this is not the first incidence of food fights. They said this is not the first time. Last week, this is when the story was that food has been used in a battery case in Pinellas County. Wow. Another man was arrested after he flung pasta with sauce at another driver in a road rage incident. It was a simple battery. He was caught up in road rage. And
I'd rather you shouldn't be doing anything.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'd rather for you to throw pasta at me than to pull a gun.
No, don't throw nothing at me.
I just
stay in your car. Roll your window up and throw it against your glass.
They don't throw nothing at me. We do not condone throwing things, and we not itemize the list to say these are acceptable to throw.
Ain't none of this acceptable, but I'm just saying.
Why you throwing?
No, question everything.
But what they said the driver was hit in the arms and legs and torso. The pasta did not leave any injuries, y'all.
Of course, pasta didn't, unless it was hot.
Yeah, but yeah. So and then
that's a woman thing.
Unless it was hot, now you hot pasta. That's like cold grits versus hot grits.
But cold grits is hard.
Keep it in the pot. Cold or hot, leave it in the pot.
Cold or hot, leave it in the pot. All right. So over the weekend and really last week, there's been more songs released in this ongoing
Drake winning.
Beef.
Sorry.
So you think Drake winning?
I'm not hearing that.
You're listening to the 99 Jams, Care Festa Radio, new morning show, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
That's right.
We're talking about the rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Yep.
This is the hottest topic in media right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. Wait, how y'all feel? First, in the comments, you call in.
Who's winning?
Who's winning the battle?
Yeah.
There's been 8, 9, 10 tracks.
I didn't listen to it, so I guess Drake just dropped another one yesterday. Like, they going back and forth. Like they ain't even letting it breathe.
I see Quavo's. They said Quavo dropped. Oh, that was later because I got a list. Somebody sent me a list of like diss tracks going all the way back to like 1933.
Okay.
They go all the way back.
Yeah.
See, and I'm gonna say this right now.
This ain't changing.
People got too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
This is entertainment. This is what they're supposed to be doing. Like,
is this all right? Is this beef all right? Is this all right?
I mean, it's good for entertainment.
I think it's good for record sales,
and that's what they're here for.
Good for the community.
I'm not talking about the community.
I'm the community.
I mean, listen.
He wants to know about the community, dog.
How does this impact the community?
I don't think it has an impact on the community.
I mean, honestly,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I don't think it impacts the community in the way that we superimpose it a lot of times. Like when I posted that question, I was asking. I said I'm looking for a list or a link to have all of the rap battles. But I have to qualify to say, okay. And this doesn't mean that I'm distracted and don't know what else is going on, because that's this idea that if you pay attention to the rap battle, you're not paying attention to nothing else.
And that's not true.
That's my problem. It's like I can watch the rap battle, I can follow it, I can listen to the songs, and still know about the USF protesters, and still know about the budget and the gas plant, and know like
brother, do you know yourself?
I can come on, like you can
don't eat the swine.
My brother, don't start the mess, man. It's jam with the snap, so let's start snapping. Somebody go brew some tea, burn some sage.
Give me sage.
Give me some sage. Let's start smudging. Do some smudging and charge my crystals while you at it. But y'all too much. But what I'm saying is, let people enjoy the entertainment if that's what they want to do.
It's entertainment, so that's what they're.
How we so woke that we can't listen to rap no more without, compromising our wokeness. That's my question.
So people take stuff so serious. Like, again, everybody's so sensitive. Like, comedians can't crack a joke. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Without offending somebody. That's what comedy do.
Yeah.
That's what it does. That you take
comedy ain't supposed to offend nobody.
No, you're supposed to laugh at
No, it's actually a documentary called The Right to Offend. And it's talking about the history of black comedy. It's the right to offend.
And the thing is go ahead. You super sensitive. Go. Yes, I did.
I just think they're paying us to be offensive. And they paying us, and then what they do is a reverse incentive. Be as vulgar and as offensive as you can be, and I'm gonna give you more money than you ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And then it produce what we got now. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't just sensitive. I'm just saying I'm looking to the conspiracy of it all.
And this is the thing. I just think that people are never happy. You say find your own lane. You find your own lane, but vulgar may be my lane. So you taking the money because they're letting you go out there. Everybody's talk. So
pornography is an industry.
It is
billions of dollars in that industry too.
And people
and they well paid people well.
Yeah. And you know what? And them people are okay with the industry that they in.
But if you're not into that, you don't engage with that. You don't.
And then you don't do it. And so, like, you want me to say, if you don't like a certain comedian, you just don't go to their show. Yeah. But you don't block them. You don't try to stop them from having the freedom of speech to
but
say
they offended me, Kiana.
Don't listen.
But I'm offended.
It's okay.
I'm doing this for other people like me who may be offended also.
There's so many other comedians that won't offend you. Listen to them. Give them their money.
But this one must be stopped.
But it's a real thing though, because the problem is, once you start letting it happen, you get what we got, right? So that's why right now, they had C. Dolores Tucker, all them, they was trying to stop that rap.
Yeah.
Prevent where we at now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never say I agree with what they was doing, but now that I see where we at, I see what their point was.
They was the adults. They was the 40-year-olds, 40, 50-year-olds.
We should have put a taper on it.
Okay.
And not saying that it shouldn't have been no gangster rap, but it shouldn't have been proliferated to be the number one art form.
Yeah.
It's literally the number one black art form right now is gangster murder music rap.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I think that speaks to like just the corporate.
And now they got the Pulitzer Prize writer, the first Pulitzer Prize rapper in the biggest beef ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, what it's doing is lessening.
So you'll forget that Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer Prize because he's engaged in a rap beef with Drake. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And it's more sensational. It's more sensational than him winning the Pulitzer.
Because I mean, how many people knew that he won a Pulitzer until you said it?
And honestly, they probably make them go because now that the rap beef, people who wouldn't have never listened to Kendrick is now researching, and now they may know. Nobody would have known if he wasn't in this rap beef with Drake. So it's bringing. You got to look at it like there's two sides of this pancake. So you know what I mean? Like you say that. How many other people knew that?
That he had a Pulitzer?
Yeah. Not like listen, because I mean honestly, Kendrick
Lamar, don't even know what a Pulitzer is.
So that's what I'm saying. So you
is an award that's really given to like journalists, usually jazz or classical music. It's the form of music that.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it's Pulitzer. I think it might be a Nobel. Is it Nobel?
No.
Okay.
Because if you want a Nobel, we don't know.
Well, no, but this is the thing. You talking about stuff ain't nobody looking up any darn way. And because this rap beef, you may have came across of it. Other than that, you wouldn't have known.
But I still think he lowered his property value.
I think he's
engaging.
No, I don't think so. I think he's an entertainer. I think he's an entertainer, and he's paid to entertain.
But everything good for the geese ain't good for the gander.
Yeah, all money ain't good money.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
They're gonna pay you out your a-hole to do something that compromises who you is. So you'll get more money than you ever got before.
So you know who winning for me? J. Cole.
J. Cole won.
J. Cole the winner.
He won.
Yeah, J. Cole is the winner. That's my final thought on that.
I think the winner is the record labels and the record industry. Rap is winning. Yeah. But rap isn't us. We're not
the industry.
The industry.
The industry is winning.
It's up tremendously.
It really is. All right, so it's a big week, y'all. A lot of stuff happening. Pay attention, stay engaged. Tonight, the Fusion 49th Street Business District meeting. So if you're available and you engage and that means something to you, y'all come through 6 o'clock at the Gulfport Neighborhood Center. Fusion 49th neighborhood. I'm sorry, business district meeting is tonight. And then you're gonna be seeing some news. We got the CIP. We're doing some budget workshops tomorrow. Wednesday we got some stuff cooking. Thursday is the City Council Committee of the Whole, where we'll be reviewing the gas plant. And then, like I said earlier,
when? Thursday.
Yeah, we're gonna be reviewing it in the committee. It's not coming to council for us to vote on it, but this is
comments.
No public comment at the committee of whole.
But we can write the city council.
Yeah, you can write in. Okay. You can send in letters.
So send in a letter. Let them know how you feel about
council@stpete.org.
Council@stpete.org. How you feel about the gas plant? So when they talk about it, they can talk about the letters they received.
Yes.
And tell them the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club sent you.
That's absolutely right, and that's true because we do have colleagues that really tracking those letters, reviewing those letters, and it matters, especially when you putting things in there that we didn't think about. And it's one thing to send a letter saying don't do it or do it, but when you start putting in your case for it, why you think that it's going to impact you, not wanting to spend your dollars or whatever it is, just put in there a couple bullet points about why your position is what it is, and it helps to influence your elected officials that stuff matters to. So yeah, those are my final thoughts, y'all.
Okay, my final thoughts. Join us this week, housing counseling services. If you are a homeowner, you like opportunity to learn some things that you never learned before, that you didn't learn in school, give me a call, 727-320-6264, 727-320-6264. See y'all later this week.
Yeah, what they said, be the change you want to be, a C.
Kiana having one. It's a Monday for Kiana.
It's definitely a Monday.
It's a Monday after Cinco de Mayo.
Yes,
yeah, I feel that.
And stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
I want to give another shout out before we do that to Aura Production Company, Jam Behind the Cam. Like I said, man, if y'all seeing this production, you're seeing the quality improve, and she can help you do the same thing. So if you need podcast production, creative consultations, you need your events covered or media production, make sure that y'all get at Jam Behind the Cam, Aura Production Company. Her email is jamthetech@gmail.com, and she's doing a phenomenal job for us and others, and I'm sure she'll be able to do the same thing for you. And up next is
Sister Hughes.
And shout out around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we out.